Hey there, welcome to my channel and I hope you all are doing good. And today in my video I'm going to tell you all about the different rounds that are conducted by airlines for cabin crew interviews. Before that, I would like to say to all the aspiring cabin crew that whenever you go for an interview, whichever airline interview you go for, make sure you prepare very well and then you go for an interview, because it's completely pointless going for an interview without preparations, as interviews are very tough. The reason behind me saying that interviews are tough is that there is a lot of competition. Airlines select only the best candidates and you really have to be best. So you really need to prepare yourself before going for an interview. See, like out of 500 to 700 or even more than that, candidates go for interviews, and out of so many candidates, airlines select only say 15 to 18 or max to max 20. So you can understand that you have to be really very good to be in that 20. So preparations are very much important. Now let me start explaining you the different rounds of cabin crew interviews. First and foremost, I will start with the introduction round. Introduction round is the first round in most of the cases. Most of the airlines have the introduction round as their first round. In introduction round, what happens is that a group of candidates are called together inside a room and they are asked to stand, or sometimes they might ask them to sit also. It depends upon the airline. So they will be instructing about that at that particular time. So each candidate is required to introduce themselves, okay? And right after the introduction, the interviewers can also ask 2-3 more questions like, what are you doing these days? Tell me something about your hometown, or why do you want to become a cabin crew? These kind of questions. So the purpose of asking 2-3 more questions is that they want to check whether you can carry a conversation or not, and how far you can carry a conversation, how confidently you can carry a conversation. So that's the purpose of asking 2-3 more questions. And that's the time you really have to create your best first impression, because that is the first time you're going to interact with the interviewers. So you will really have to be, you really need to be very good, very confident, and you really have to bang on. You have to like impress the interviewers, and if your performance is really good, then they select you for the second round, for the next round. So that's about the introduction round. All right, now going to the next round is the BMI round. Now BMI round is where they will check your height, your weight and your skin. Like I have already mentioned in my previous video that the eligibility criteria, the height criteria for different airlines are different. So first they will check your height. Whichever airline interview you're going for, you have to fulfill the height criteria of that particular airline. So they will check your height first. Once you qualify the height criteria, then they will check your weight. They will check whether your weight is proportional to your height. And then once you get selected for that as well, once you qualify the weight criteria as well, then they will check your skin. Skin, like I have already mentioned before, they will check your face, neck and visible parts of your body. But yes, SpiceJet also checks the legs. So the SpiceJet will ask all the girls, they ask all the girls to remove their stockings, and they will check your legs from your knees to your ankles. So once you qualify the skin criteria as well, then you get selected for your next round. So that's about the BMI round. Now next I would like to talk about the GD round. Okay, there is a round called GD. GD means group discussion. Okay, so in this round what happens, a group of candidates are called together inside a room and they're asked to sit together. Okay, and they will be given a topic to discuss. The topics given are not very tough. Topics like love marriage, arranged marriage, or say joint family, nuclear family. These kind of simple topics are given. So in this round what they want to check is that how far you have got the capability to cooperate with team members. Because see, when you will be asked to speak on a topic with different candidates, you don't know them, right? Those candidates are completely stranger to you. So you have to have a good discussion with different candidates who you don't know. So they basically want to see your team spirit, how good you are in working in a team. And they also look for certain leadership qualities. So these are the things that they are looking for in the GD round. So you have to take leadership. They're looking for leadership qualities. So you have to take leadership, and also you have to be able to, you have to cooperate with the other candidates very well. And so yeah, if you qualify this round, if you get selected in this round, then you move on to your next round. So this is basically about the GD. Okay, group discussion. You will be given a topic to discuss in a group. Okay, you have to discuss on a topic with your group members. All right, next I would like to move on to group task. Now, group task is something where you have to perform, you have to do it and show it in a group. Like for example, in AirAsia they have got this group task round. Okay, so here what happens, they will give you a particular time, they will give you some time, like say for example 15 minutes. So within that 15 minutes you will have to perform something. Perform in the sense like you will have to perform a group dance or a group song. It might be singing, it might be dancing, it might be acting. Okay, and you will be given a particular amount of time. So in AirAsia generally it's dance, group dance. So in that 15 minutes, suppose they give you 15 minutes, so in that 15 minutes you have to decide a song, you have to choreograph the steps. So it sounds very easy, but it's not easy. The reason behind me saying it's not easy is that every candidate will have different opinions. Somebody would say that I'm good in singing, so I would like to sing. Somebody would say that I would like to dance. Somebody would say that I would like to dance on Punjabi song. Somebody would say I would like to dance on hip hop, because everybody would like to show their strengths. So you have to, convince everyone, and you have to perform within that 15 minutes, and that too in a group. So it's really tough. Okay. So candidates who have got the leadership qualities and the convincing power, they generally clear this round very easily. So this is something which is called group task. Group task is something where you will have to do it, you will have to perform in a group. Okay, so that's about the group task. Next I go to the telephonic round. Now telephonic round is again there in AirAsia. So here what happens, you'll have to carry your earphones. You'll have to put on your earphones, and there will be a set of pre-recorded questions. You have to answer to those questions. Okay, they'll be giving you certain words and you'll have to pronounce. So they basically here in this round, in telephonic round, want to check that they want to check your hearing power and also your grasping power. Because see, when we are having a face-to-face conversation with somebody, it's very easy to understand what the other person is speaking. But when we don't see the other person, we are talking over phone, sometimes it becomes a little difficult to carry on a conversation. So they want to check your hearing power and also how fast you can grasp what has been said, how easily you understand and you reply to it accurately or not. So those things they are checking. So this is a very important round. You have to be alert and completely focusing on what are the questions been asked and reply very confidently. Okay, so that's about the telephonic round. Next I would like to go to the Skype round. Now Skype round is like a video interview. Okay, so Skype is something where you give an interview, you attend an interview looking into your laptop or phone. So this round is basically conducted during the initial stages of an interview. Okay, once you clear this Skype round, the interviewers will be asking you to come to a certain place for your pre-final and final rounds. So this is a little, sometimes it becomes a little tough because there are many people who are camera conscious, right? So you have to be very confident. You'll have to look into the camera of your phone or laptop and speak very confidently as if you're talking to a person. You have to assume the camera as a person, okay? And you have to speak confidently. Some person from the headquarters will be asking you some question and you'll have to reply to those questions very confidently. And if you get selected, shortlisted for that particular round, you will have to go to some place for attending your pre-final and final rounds. Here I would like to give an example of one of my students. Okay, her name is Melody and she's from Manipur. So she went for Indigo interview 2-3 times, I guess. Yeah. So she got rejected in her final round. The third time she went for her Indigo interview, she got rejected in the final round. Her performance was not bad, but maybe she was not very confident. That's the reason she got rejected in the final round. But like I have said, her performance was not very bad, so they remembered her. So what happened, after 1.5 months or so, she got a call one day from the headquarters of Indigo, and they said that Melody, last time you gave an interview and you were shortlisted, so we would want you to come for a Skype interview tomorrow at 11 a.m. Will you be available? And she said yes. And then she called me up and she said, ma'am, I got a call from headquarters of Indigo asking me to come for a Skype interview. Is it fake or real? Because many times it happens, we get a lot of fake proposals like this, right? Like if you pay this much amount of this much of money, you get job directly and all that. So these kind of fake calls we keep on getting. So she was also quite like nervous, and she wanted to know what is she supposed to do. So I said that if there is no demand for money, what's the harm in attending the Skype interview? Just go for it, because airlines don't take money for interviews. Okay, they don't take money for interviews. So if the person is not asking you for money, just go and give the interview. So she agreed, and next day she gave her Skype interview. Also, I told her that make sure you look for certain things, like if the person is wearing the iCard of the airline, or maybe something like badge or logo, something you'll see. So you'll come to know that it's genuine. It's a genuine call. So next day she was available at 11. She gave her interview, and they asked her 3 questions. Her introduction, to why she wanted to become a cabin crew, and about her hometown. And she answered to all those questions confidently. Then they said that if you get shortlisted, you will have to come to Shillong, Meghalaya, okay, for your pre-final and final rounds. And then after 15 to 20 days, she got a call again, and they asked her to come to Meghalaya, Shillong, Meghalaya, for her pre-final, final rounds. She went there, she gave her interviews, she cleared all the rounds, and now she is a cabin crew of Indigo. So this is about Skype. You have to be very confident. You have to speak confidently as if you're speaking in front of a person. Okay, so this is a kind of a interview that might be there in some of the airlines. Whenever you go for an interview, it's very important that you leave a very good impression, because things like this might happen to you also, what happened to Melody. If you leave a good impression, the interviewers will remember you. So next time when you go for an interview, it might be easy for you to crack the interview, because they will remember you as a candidate who had performed very well last time, and they might select you. So it's very important for you to leave a good impression. Likewise, if you leave a bad impression, if you perform badly, that also they remember you. So you have to prepare very well and then go for an interview. So if you perform badly, then what happens, every time you go for an interview, they will keep on rejecting you. So it's very important that you prepare yourselves first properly, and then go for an interview and perform well. Okay. Next, I would like to talk about the written interview. Here in this round, they will ask you, this written round is there in Go Air. Okay. And in this round, they will ask you certain questions related to grammar. Okay. There will be some questions related to grammar, some questions related to general knowledge about the airline, and also sometimes they will give you some essay topics, both. And these are the basically questions that are being asked in the written round. Yes, some kind of mathematical questions will also be there, like simple maths, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So these are the questions that are there in the written round. All right. So once you clear this round, you go to the next round. Next, I would like to talk about the communication round. Now, this communication round is there in Indigo interview. In this round, what happens, a group of candidates are called together inside a room, and they are asked one question. Okay. The question can be a little tough, not very tough, but a little tough maybe, because here, of course, they definitely want to check your communication. The name itself says communication round. So they will check your communications. They will ask you to speak in Hindi and English, both. And each candidate will be asked the same question. Okay. Questions can be like about women empowerment, or what are the problems facing youth today. So questions like this. So you have to speak very confidently, and you have to keep on speaking till the time the interviewers don't ask you to stop. Okay. And this is about the communication round. Now next, I go to the walking round. Okay. Now this round is there in AirAsia again. Walking round is a very important round. Most of the people, they ignore this, but this is a very important round. Here, the interviewers will check your body language. Cabin crew are the face of the airlines. So they not only have to have good communication skills, but they really need to have good body language. They need to be sophisticated, they need to be classy. So it's a very important round where they will check your body language, they will check your posture, gestures, your poise. So here they will ask you to walk from one corner of the room to the other corner of the room. They might play a music, they might not play a music, but they will ask you to walk. Here I would like to give my example. I'm an ex-cabin crew with Kingfisher Airline and Indigo Airline. In earlier times, our final round used to be with the chairman of the airline or the managing director of the airline. So when I went for my final interview for Kingfisher Airline, I had to go to Delhi, and the interview was in Hotel Oberoi. So my final round was taken by Dr. Vijay Mallya, who was the chairman of Kingfisher Airline. So when I was about to enter the room for my final round, I was totally clueless. I had no idea what's going to be inside. So I just opened the door, and I was for a split second I was a little nervous because it was such a big room. Okay, it was a big banquet hall. I guess you know what a banquet hall is. Big hotels have got these big banquet halls where they organize events like wedding ceremonies or birthday parties and all that. It's a huge room. So towards the end of the room, Dr. Vijay Mallya along with his assistants were seated. So I had to walk from this corner of the room to that corner of the room, to the end of the room where he was seated. So why do you think they had taken such a big room? Simple, to check the body language of each and every candidate who was walking and coming inside. So along with communication skills through the PI round, they also wanted to check the body language. So then I was very confident, and I started walking very confidently with a smile on my face, and that's how I cleared the final round and got selected for Kingfisher. So this is a very important round, body language. Okay, so this round is there in AirAsia, and many other airlines also have this round as a part of their interview. So here they will be asking you to walk, and you have to walk very confidently. Of course, you'll be wearing your heels, so you will have to walk very confidently. Your posture, gestures really need to be very good. Okay, so they will check your poise and everything. So understand, if a girl or a boy has got excellent communication skills but body language is very poor, you will never get selected as a cabin crew. Likewise, if you have got excellent body language but your communication skills are poor, you will not get selected. So you will have to be like an all-rounder. Okay, so this is about the walking round. Next, I think I'm left with the final round. That's the PI round. That's the personal interview. PI round is in almost all the cases the final round of an airline interview. Okay, now in PI round you have to go alone inside the room. You will be asked to go alone inside a room. You have to go alone inside a room, and there will be one interviewer sitting in front of you, or there might be panel of interviewers. Okay, so you have to be prepared. There might be one interviewer who will be taking your interview, or there might be a panel of interviewers. Now this final round, PI round, is taken by the head of the HR department. Okay, so if there is a panel of interviewers, then usually what happens, one or two interviewers take the lead. They will be asking you more and more questions, and the others will quietly observe you, your body language, how you're speaking, your postures, if you're confident or not, all those things they will be checking. Or sometimes it might be like all the interviewers are asking you back-to-back questions. I keep on getting feedbacks from my students whenever they go for interviews. They come back, they give me feedbacks. So I have come to know that SpiceJet interviewers or the AirAsia interviewers are very friendly. All of them ask questions, okay, and they're very friendly. So it might be like that also, like all the interviewers are asking you questions, back-to-back questions, and you have to answer to all of them very confidently. Okay, so if you're able to impress all of them, if you perform really well and speak confidently, then only you get selected for your final round, and then you go for your 3 months of intensive training that is provided by all the airlines. And then you have to give your DGC exam, that is Directorate General of Civil Aviation exam, and then finally you get your wings to fly. So I have covered all the rounds that are there in airline interviews. The introduction round, BMI round, group discussion, group task, communication round, written round, your telephonic round, Skype round, walking round, and finally the PI round. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand the purpose of each and every round. If you understand the purpose, why they are conducting these rounds and what is the purpose behind conducting these rounds, if you know the purpose, only then you'll be able to perform very well. So you'll be able to prepare yourself accordingly. So if you liked my video, if you feel it's informative, please do share and subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos and to know more about cabin crew jobs. Okay, and if you have any question, if you want to ask anything, please do send us a message in the below mentioned links, that is Facebook page. You can send us a message in our Facebook page, Sangeeta's Institute of Air Hostess Training, or also you can send us a message on Instagram. And I'll come up very soon with my next video where I'll be talking about communication skills, why communication skills are important and how you can improve your communication skills. Till then, stay healthy, stay fit, stay positive. Love you all. Thank you so much.